The Louisville football team has 21 players on its roster from the greater Miami area. 21. For many of those players, life in Louisville has been a bit of an adjustment. Wide receiver Eli Rogers would fit in that category. And when we traveled down to Miami to tell his story, it became obvious. Football comes easy, but life, well, that's been pretty tough. The economic and social worlds of Miami could be described as a world of contrast. The city goes from high rises to high crime and poverty within just a few blocks. What do you think of when you think about Miami?
I think about home, just family, friends.
He ain't coming back down here because it's so much, problems, and I don't want him to get caught up in any of that.
To escape the Miami streets, Eli Rogers eluded defenders on the football field at Northwestern High School, where a football game is more like an experience. A carnival of sights and sounds with colors, choreography, and cream of the crop talent battling in front of thousands on humid Friday nights. What's the environment like at some of those high school games down there?
It's pretty hostile, but football is like a passion down there in Miami. Everyone loves high school football, and everyone comes out to support.
But a wide receiver can only be as good as the passes thrown to him. And the footballs thrown Eli Rogers' way were some of the best by his quarterback then and now at the University of Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater.
His mother is like my second mom, and he's like a big brother to me.
Him and Eli, they like brothers. I'm gonna put it like that. They just like brothers, and now they up there, they still like brothers up there. They close.
And the brothers would rely on each other on and off the field. Teddy's mother, Rose, faced a fight with breast cancer while her son was in high school, and Eli's mother, Trinae, had a serious battle to face as well.
She has AIDS. She had it since I was like 8 years old, and it's been pretty tough on me because, her mindset is not in her normal mind state, so she go in and out, and her mind, she just talk about different things, and it just bothers me sometimes, but I've grown and learned how to deal with it. So
when you hear the word AIDS, it's pretty scary.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you when you hear that?
It just means life. That's someone's life being taken, and just have to go through the struggle and through this long period of time just to know that you're going to pass with AIDS. It's just depressing, but every time I hear it, it's just motivation for me.
He always asks me, "Mom, you all right?" I say, "Yeah, I'm all right." But I just have to just stay eating, because sometimes I get in a way that I don't want to eat nothing, and then I drop all my weight. But I thank God now I'm gaining my weight back and doing what I'm supposed to do.
The tough times at home pushed Eli to focus even more on the one thing that could distract him.
Football has been like the backbone for me, and I just release all my stress and pain out on the field, and it's been pretty good for me so far.
Just to see him on TV, and then in person, just to see him, I'm so excited, wow. I'm with the crowd.
The wow factor is there for Eli Rogers, just a sophomore and already making plays for a Louisville team with BCS aspirations. And though he's happy with his new home 1,100 miles north, he'll never forget where he came from. Miami, the world of contrast.
God has blessed us to be in this position, and his blessings are shining right now, so it's just a blessing.
Okay, for more on that story now, I bring in Eric Crawford, our columnist. Eric worked on the story with me down in Miami, and I was blown away by what I saw on our trip down to South Florida. What did you take away?
Well, I think we both could tell early on that it was not going to be any ordinary road trip. We made the trip to Eli Rogers' house, the home of his mother, Trinae Jackson, and there was a crowd of people there to talk to us and his family, and it became evident that this was even not an ordinary road game because of what a community it was and what the neighborhood thought of Eli Rogers and Teddy Bridgewater.
I was really interested to see everybody knows these guys. People walking up just saying, hey, I played with Eli Rogers. I played with Teddy Bridgewater when we were growing up. And that brings us to Northwestern High School. That was an unbelievable experience. I cannot explain enough. I don't know if the story did a good enough job explaining how crazy an atmosphere that was down there.
Well, the word that kept going through my mind as we watched that game was pageantry. There was a lot of pageantry to the high school football game there that we didn't get here. A lot of talent on the field and those kinds of things, but just the marching in and the entrance of everybody, it all had to be a spectacle, and it was a spectacle. So that part of it was fun to see, where these guys and so many U of L players had come up through what kind of high school background they had.
An unbelievable story. I really enjoyed putting it together, enjoyed working with Eric. Eric's stuff online, better than the video you just saw. I'll tell you that right now. Go to WDRB.com and click on sports. Eric's story is right there.